Okay, here we go. I'm doing a review of a few YouTube videos. I've kind of avoided it lately, but let's jump right in. And then I'm going to be reading some of the comments from the viewers. This needs to come out in the open. Meghan Markle is not pregnant. And I was thinking just maybe about an hour ago, I was just finishing up some chores. I did go out tonight. Okay, kids. But the temperature dropped so low where I am that I met friends that I have really, really awesome discussions with. Um, Girl's name is JoJo. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And her husband is a chef at a resort nearby that is pretty exclusive. Um, a lot of Hollywood names, especially those who have been from Chicagoland area, have stayed there. I'm trying to think. For example, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, many of these types. And anyway, he's a chef there, and we had, met for some cocktails. And at a 30-year-old guy, honestly, he was here visiting. There is a snowmobile rally and race. And he was trying to, I mean, he would not leave me alone for 2 hours. And I felt he wanted to like get it on. For those of you that are constantly questioning my appearance, my age, and all that, because he said, well, I'm 31. How old do you think I am? And I'm like, I don't know, 34. He said, no, I'm 31. And he wanted to come to the apartment. And then he just wouldn't stop. And then I just was talking to my friend, and he just wouldn't stop. And I don't know. I finally kind of shook him off, but it took almost 2 hours. I said, well, come back this summer or something, visit us. So then, I don't know. I didn't know. And he was trying to get my number. I'm like, no. You're staying with your mother and you want to come to my apartment and get it on? And P.S., by the way, you're married with a 3-year-old kid? I'm like, no, thanks. All right, so we're done with that. So I don't know. I'll put the time in. So let's review the Meghan video. Yeah, I mean that. Do I want to say it ruined my night? I don't know. I'm not going to have a 31-year-old married guy in the pad, in the Bachelorette. I'm just not. All right, let's move. Let's go. All right, we're gonna slow it down. We're gonna discuss. We're gonna read comments, and we're gonna look for another video. Sorry about the personal shit. I know you hate it, but I mean, this is what I'm saying. It's just, and he was. And P.S. by the way, he wasn't poor either.
Baby bump appears and disappears. Fans baffled as Queen takes action.
All right, one more time. Hang on a minute.
Meghan's magic baby bump appears and disappears. Fans baffled as Queen takes...
Okay. Here's my first BS detector. Fans baffled as Queen takes action. Okay, what is that? What does this mean? Meghan's magic baby bump appears and disappears. Fans baffled. We're not fans. We're critics. We're not baffled. We know what's going on. I would have to say that her critics, or excuse me, people that are awake, people, all you have to do is watch her. We're not fans. 37 years old. Okay. Like I said, I was propositioned by someone younger than Prince Harry this evening. Okay. Whatever. Perhaps it's because I've been taking care of my pores after looking at hers. I don't know. So Meghan's magic baby bump. I'm so sick of calling it. She has a pregnancy that's fake. And another thing I noticed was when she was at some meeting with some PR guy that's going to be taking over because somebody quit again recently. And she was seen at a restaurant having a meeting with him, having lunch with him, wearing skinny jeans with rips in it, with rolled up with, I think, beige pumps. Like, that lady's not pregnant. Wearing a coat again, open. Slouching over with ripped jeans. All right. So Meghan's magic baby bump appears and disappears. Fans baffled as Queen takes action. Okay. We're not fans. We're not baffled. We're baffled because the Queen hasn't taken action. So I would go ahead and say Meghan's fake pregnancy, or normal people baffled that the Queen has not taken action.
Takes action. Meghan Markle's pregnancy as a...
Okay, so why are the boobs so big? Why does she never button a coat? Why doesn't she ever button her coat? Why does she always wear these real tight fitting dresses? Why are the tags still on most of her things? Why does she always do these Princess Diana poses with her one hand up, back, hunched over with her fake hair extensions? All right. Meghan Markle's pregnancy is a big topic of speculation. Well, she's not pregnant. There's a good reason, because she's not pregnant. You know what? I think this is going to have them. Okay.
Big topic of speculation, and there is a good reason.
No, it's not speculation. We're kind of saying we're done with you, Meghan. We know you're not pregnant. We know you're full of shit. We're awake. And this is a joke.
Eagle-eyed fans of the British royal family.
Does this take an eagle eye?
Spotted many inconsistencies in the size of Markle's magic baby
No, she has a prosthetic moon bump.
bump. Even same-day photos of the baby bump seemingly show it appear and...
Seemingly. Even same-day photos of the the child of the pregnancy seemingly show it. Yes, because it is. Now watch them make up some sort of scientific excuse because it is appearing and disappearing.
Megan's
It's a
magic
fact.
baby bump appears and disappears.
Yes, it
Fans
does.
baffled as
We're not
Queen
fans.
takes action.
We're calling bullshit.
Meghan Markle's pregnancy.
It's seemingly, and we're just imagining shit, right? Also, her boobs are smaller here. You know, she is putting this right out in front of us, and always with the one hand up, doing the Princess Diana bullshit. Oh, okay.
Is a big topic of speculation, and there is a good reason. Eagle-eyed fans of the British royal.
No, I have not watched this yet. Are we going to be told that this is just simply normal? Oh, by the way, her boobs got smaller in this picture too. Oh yeah, we're eagle-eyed. No, we're looking at it. It's right there in front of us, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist.
Family spotted many inconsistencies in the size of Markle's magic baby bump. Even same-day photos of the baby bump.
Okay. Seemingly, no, they show it bigger and smaller, and we never really see it, and she's always got the coat hanging open, and she's always fucking around with, and by the way, a late April due date would not be consistent with 15 weeks, nearly 15 weeks pregnant on October 15th. It's just, no. Okay.
Seemingly show it appear and disappear.
I don't know what I did. This thing.
Here. Could Meghan be pulling a stunt the monarchy may not?
Okay. Okay. By the way, her boob size increases and decreases too. But she's used to that because she was, and I quote, forced to stuff her bra for Deal or No Deal. No, she had implants and she had them removed. And in this one, what is the belly button over in the lower left? No, I don't know. Look at this. It's not seemingly disappear and reappear. Could she be pulling a stunt the monarchy? This is going to be interesting.
Recover from. We have all the pictures causing the up.
Oh, you do have all the pictures? We've been showing them on various YouTube channels and all over Instagram and social media. We don't need to come to your video here at Breaking News to see this. We already know this shit.
For as the Queen takes action behind the scenes. Don't miss this.
As the Queen takes action behind the scenes. Don't miss this. It's shit we already know, but we'll go ahead and humor. Okay.
Is Meghan Markle really pregnant?
No. She was basically this size on October 23rd in the sky blue dress in Fiji. There is no way that girl could have pulled up a size with her really, really skinny legs. There is no way she could have pulled up those were not pregnancy jeans. Because the legs were so teeny tiny. But she had a coat. I can't. Okay.
That's
no.
the question so many royal fans are asking as photos show the magic baby bump appear and disappear within hours, along with the size appearing to magically go from large to small. The subject of a fake pregnancy has been circulated.
No, I circulated it from the time she walked into St. George's Chapel at Windsor, and I think a few other people may have also. But I did personally on this site. Okay.
For quite some time. Meghan Markle's pregnancy remains questionable to some netizens.
Wait a minute.
One user...
You know, do you think so? She's got her fangs in here. She doesn't have her veneers are on and off all the time too. In many cases, you do have to have your jaw surgically realigned by an oral surgeon, generally speaking, or a plastic surgeon to get those veneers put in. Because if not, if you have an overbite or if your teeth are not perfectly aligned, what happens is they begin to break off. Now, I know several people that have had this, and I just met someone within the last week and a half that is having her jaw rebroken, realigned, and then she's having veneers put in. And I thought she looked perfectly fine, but her father was a doctor, and she said she was able to get her insurance to cover the procedure for the oral surgery, which is sort of amazing, but whatever. One user shared on Twitter several photos of
Shared on Twitter several photos of the Duchess of Sussex taken
This
on
isn't
the
that
same
hard
day,
to do.
but her baby bump appeared to be in different sizes.
No.
In one photo,
Okay.
Prince Harry and...
Okay. It didn't appear to. It is, along with the tits. Again, she's pretending to be in conversation with someone that isn't even looking at her. She's having a conversation with his ear. And then she always has the hand down there. But she always is doing something with her hands. There is something very, very, very... Now he's doing the same pose, leaning forward, hunching. Look at his shoulders. They're basically the same size as Meghan's, as the 5'5.5" chick. Look at him. He's a shadow of his former self. This is not hard to figure out. On one photo, it appears to be. No, it is. She's not pregnant. We know she's not pregnant. Oh, yes, they're hand in hand.
Walked hand in hand as they departed, and Markle's stomach isn't that visible. Shocking.
It's gone. There it is, where she's talking to the dude's ear. And here he is he's picking up her gestures now. He's even... God, I wish he'd go. He's sixth in line right now, isn't he? He's a minor royal. Don't tell me he's not. He is.
In another shot, Markle's tummy seems bigger upon arrival, International Business Times reported. Meghan Markle's magic baby bump. This is obviously normal. The caption for...
Okay.
The photos read posted by Twitter user HMQuindani. But there's so much more. Meghan and husband Prince Harry just revealed the potential due date, which is making the internet sleuths question even more if the...
It's how is it a sleuth? How are we being sleuths? Here it is. Okay? I'm sorry, I can't see. Okay. 18. Oh my gosh. I can't see. Okay. Well, just the position I'm in. Okay. Meghan, nearly. I bet you this is scrubbed, hey? It's all over my channel. Oh, it's gone now. 12 weeks. No. No. No, 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 no. Right here. Princess Charlotte's birthday. Give it time to load because I don't want to talk about this speed because okay. This is I can't even do it anymore. I see this picture. Okay. I see some get the Vaseline. I just wanted to, you know what? I'd love to, like, in the middle of the night, shave her head. Okay. I can't believe this. I'm furious with what is it? Spectrum now? It's Time Warner. It's Roadrunner. It comes up. I can't even do it. I don't want to subscribe. All I want to do is read the article. I want this gone. Okay. An insider says she is just days shy of her 15-week mark to honor around May 2nd. And that doesn't even jive. I had it for the end of March, and that would be 42 weeks. I gave it the long thing. I could pull out my notes again, but it's okay.
Former Suits star is pulling a fast one.
Well, I want you to talk about her
During
prostitution.
The couple's visit to the town of Birkenhead on Monday, the 37-year-old...
All right. What's going on here? 30. She's not 37 either. And that's not her real hair. You can... I don't know how many times I have to do this. You can see where there are like extensions, and then there's like a wig, and then maybe there's some of her real hair underneath. I want to see this chick dive into the ocean. Well, with that pregnancy, like Princess Diana did, I want to see it. I want to see it get wet, not fall out. And it's 2019. I want to see it in 2019 technology. The 37-year-old, twice divorced prostitute divulged to the crowd her due date, which was previously known only as spring.
Divorcee divulged to the crowd.
See what I'm saying?
Date, which was previously
you see, known only as spring 2019. Which is between March 20th and June 21st. Okay, we know all this.
We asked her how her pregnancy was going, and she said she was 6 months, and she tapped her tummy. Well, wisher Carla Gandy from nearby Wallasey, who was there with her 4-year-old daughter Sophia, tells People. Megan told others...
People is one of her paid sponsors.
Gathered in Hamilton Square that she's due in late April. The former D-list actress has...
Why is she always hunched over? This is not a 37-year-old woman. I'm sorry. As I said, I can say that. Again, you guys don't believe me. After a breakup that I had, my first boyfriend was 30, and I couldn't get rid of this 31-year-old god at night. I did everything. I even said ciao to him, or ta. I was with a girl that had gone to school in Thailand, and we were just trying to figure out just different ways to say goodbye, and they still wouldn't leave. And then he grabbed my hand, and tried to warm it up because they were cold. I mean, it went on for hours and hours. So no, I can honestly say that, so I guess I must not, look my age, but this is not 37. It's just not. I'm terribly sorry. It's just not. It's just not. It isn't, okay? What is this? Why is it bigger now? See, she's got her boobs big. Okay. There is fraud going on, and this is what I'd say. Prosecute the woman for fraud. If she is holding some sort of blackmail over the royal family, let it out. Because you know why? The royal family will gain more sympathy from the public worldwide if you put this one in. And she is stoned here, too. This chick is stoned. All right? And so was Harry. They both look wasted, running around with these QVC earrings. She probably bought them at Walmart.
Has been the subject of gossip ever since she reported she was pregnant.
Well, she's not pregnant.
There were rumors the 37-year-old American admitted to friends she wasn't sure if she could get pregnant. And with pictures
That's not true. She told Trevor Engelson she couldn't, but I think, excuse me, yeah, I'm having one more. She told Engelson she couldn't, but she also was pregnant and had a couple of abortions. I'm speechless. Yeah. Who put this together? Is this Rebecca's thing? Is this Mad World? Good job, whoever did it. It better end well. He needs to be banished. One day later. Oh, whoever did this, I say, good job, man. Kick ass. Kicking ass. This actually just drives me so crazy that, because it's a hoax. It's a hoax. But we still have several minutes left of this video, so let's see what kind of shit they dump on us. And don't tell us she's 37. She's not 37. All right, let's keep going.
3 side by side below, taken only one day apart. Many eagle-eyed fans of the royal family.
This is the second time they have used the term eagle-eyed. Wow, I'm so eagle-eyed. Come on. Who the hell did that? Okay.
Claims she is wearing what's called a moon bump and then takes it off. Social media users were getting upset Meghan was cradling her baby bump all the time.
No, we're upset because you're telling us a lie and we don't want the lie to continue. Now, I am American, obviously, but if I was in Great Britain and a British citizen, and by the way, her boobs are bigger and smaller every day too, I would be like, put her in the tower and hang her. All right.
Many said it seemed unnatural and strange, and anti-Meghan internet users were...
So now we're anti-Meghan because we're saying, here's the 29th, here's the 30th, here's the 31st. She's not pregnant. She's not 37. She's not. Okay. She's not pregnant. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to put this shit together. And it's all on my site. I mean, this is honestly getting to me here.
Going after her. We know
Going
you
after
are pregnant. You can stop holding onto the bump with both hands now. It won't.
No. Yeah, we'll fall out because she's just got a bunch of padding in there. I don't even think it's a moon bump. I think she's just is doing various little padding techniques.
Don't fall off. Read one remark, reported Daily Mail. Meghan Markle needs to desperately stop holding her baby bump because it's not as if ever...
Can we come up with a different term than baby bump? And by the way, this girl never takes any time off and is never ill, never is fatigued, never tired. Still gets injections.
Everyone doesn't already know, said another. She's such an actress, added a third person.
Are you kidding?
But that only fueled the fire that maybe she was holding onto the moon bump, scared it would fall out of place. The other thing that fueled the moon bump rumors as well.
She's never seen the royal obstetrician and she's not going to the hospital. Now, I don't care if you say, oh, this is pregnancy Meghan's way. She's doing it Meghan's way. There's a lot of gray up there. Everything's Meghan's way. It's Meghan's way. It's Meghan's way or the highway. Can't you guys just put her in prison for lying? Put her in prison for, I'm going to get attacked for this. There is something called conspiracy and there is something called fraud. And she is taking a lot of dough for it. I'm sick of the black eyeshadow. I'm sick of the false eyelashes. I'm sick of everything about her. I'm sick of having her shoved up my ass and down my throat day and night.
When Meghan announced she is leaning toward having a home birth, the Duchess of Sussex wants to...
Because she's not pregnant and she's going between surrogate mother to surrogate mother and to surrogate mother. That's why we could not get a due date. This is unheard of in any of the royal pregnancies. It's never happened before. Oh my God.
To have a home birth, MSN reported. She is a huge advocate of home births, but...
Okay. All right. Okay. Now I may have to sedate myself. She's a huge advocate of home births. She's an advocate of everything on earth, isn't she? If she believes in it, she's an advocate of it. Is she really? Since when? She's never been pregnant before. She is a prostitute. And I'm not even going to say former prostitute. She is a prostitute who is now an advocate of home births. She's an advocate of dogs. She's an advocate of women. She's an advocate of abortion. But she's also an advocate of home births. She's an advocate of feminism, even though she is nothing of what a feminist is. All right.
British royals are expected to give birth.
They're not expected to. No, they're not expected to. Princess Diana was the first one to do it with William in a very long time. I can't remember what Anne did. No, they're not expected to. That's what they have done. Oh, this better be worth it here.
Hospital in London. An anonymous source claims Meghan...
It took an an anonymous source for us. How stupid do these people... Bitch, how dumb do you think we are, bitch? 50-year-old bitch.
Doesn't want what she calls a medicalized birth.
But you do drugs like crazy in every other area. Wants to have a pool set up in a relaxing environment. She can do that in the hospital. They do that in the hospital.
And instead wants to have a pool set up in a relaxing environment. Last May, just before the Sussex tied the knot.
Hand on the head. Hand on the head. When is this? Hand on the head. Never letting go. Send these two somewhere. I would tell the Queen that she needs to strip Harry of his title. I don't know. And strip her of the HRH for sure. Just get her the fuck out of there, man.
Radar Online reported they were seeing a fertility doctor. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry saw fertility doctors.
Okay. What proof do we have of that? Because if you go back to my July-August shit, on my crazy days and nights, and all the comments and all that crap, all the blind items, I showed you all the nude stuff. I read to you about the abortions. This one's they're black. There's some blackmail going on.
In the months before their big wedding, Radar Online has exclusively learned.
They had a big wedding. It was relatively small, actually.
Harry and Meghan want to get pregnant as quickly as possible.
Okay, what proof do you have of that? Because I could just, again, the sky is black.
After their wedding, the source told Radar.
But wait a minute, that's not what they said in the interview. They said they wanted to wait and see what happens and hit the ground running and do all this shit, you know?
They both know that as Meghan gets older, it can get...
She already is old. And she's not 37.
Increasingly harder to conceive, and they are both keenly aware of her vulnerability to health complications.
Are they really?
And the chance of miscarriage the older she gets.
Oh, there you go.
Here are two pictures of Meghan 1 month apart. According to...
Oh, this is laughable. Let's follow the line. Okay. Who would do this on stage at a show? That she crashed, by the way. And this just recently, you could see all the gear that she had on. Was she ugly? Ugh. Look at that. Look at this. This is not a 37-year-old chick.
These pictures, the baby bump appears to be getting smaller. Then there is the debacle about how Meghan announced she was pregnant. Usually, the Queen is told and consulted about how the press will be notified of a royal...
But what Meghan wants, Meghan gets. This is not a 37-year-old chick.
Pregnancy. But the Hollywood leftists decided to upstage the Queen...
Okay, I think this is Rebecca's article, Hollywood Leftist. I just think she's mixed up in every way there is possible. On an emotional and mental level, to the point where she is, you know, there's a difference between a sociopath and a psychopath. She is to the point of sociopathic. And she just rips people to shreds, uses them. Look at Prince Harry. Look at how he looked just 3 or 4 years ago. And he just turned 34, and he looks like a 50-year-old guy. You know that what it reminds me of? And the Queen always blames King Edward, who abdicated for what's her name? Wallis. And her father died, I think, in his 50s, King George. And always blames the early death on Edward because the stress he was under, especially during World War II, and it's funny how Harry has almost taken on that similar type role where a woman has just not having a monarchy role, but just this bitch has worn him down. Now, there is one picture on Harry Markle's site that I wanted to show you. Well, I don't know if I can find it right off the bat. I can put it up tomorrow. Black nail polish. Ugh. Yeah, that's real regal. You guys were bitching about my hands. She doesn't have nails. She has worn Harry down to a frazzle, but I believe that there is blackmail going on too.
Queen's granddaughter's wedding day, causing many courtiers of the royal family to comment. Meghan always has to be the center of attention. Although Harry and Meghan waited until Monday, October 15th, to go public with the pregnancy
Okay. Not on my social media feeds.
news, they did tell senior royals on Friday, the day of Princess Eugenie's wedding, the BBC reported. The official Kensington Palace Twitter feed, which many say Meghan controls, popped up with a...
Well, that's because we've been told that she hired a team of 11 PR people to put her stuff together, and she took everything over, and there was a feud, and that's what led to the feud with her father not coming to the wedding, was that she told the Queen that her team that she set up at KP was handling her father and all the trimmings and blah, 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 and the Queen should not worry, and Buckingham Palace should not worry. And then he never showed up because he didn't want her there. Because let's not forget, if this is a real baby, I mean, if this is really a royal baby, you're not getting you're getting this. These are the genes you're getting. Don't feel sorry for him. I think he's in on the whole game. Find a nice, big, modern toilet. This is what you're getting. How you feeling about that now?
announcement she was pregnant a few times after the May wedding, and then those false alarms were suddenly
I don't like
deleted.
Harry at all anymore.
Royal watchers found that really odd.
And then it went away. Yeah, we find it really odd that there's nothing here, but it was huge during the... Okay. I think we all get the drift. Get the fucking hair out of your face.
Along with this tweet, which shows her baby bump just 4 days apart. The red coat pic was taken on January 14th.
Yeah, but just a couple hours before and after this one, it was out to here. This was her dress for success thing. Come on.
Black dress pic was taken on January 10th. Palace sources say the Queen has been mum about discussing the pregnancy, but she has taken action. By now, Her Majesty should have decreed the children of Meghan and Harry would enjoy royal titles.
Don't you
But
dare.
that's not going to happen. What makes Meghan so upset is that 6 months before Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge gave birth to her firstborn son, George, Queen Elizabeth had issued the royal decree or the letters patent, which ensured all of Kate's children with Prince William would be given the title of Royal Highness.
All right. Well, that's because they were in line for the throne. I mean, come on, give me a break. Harry's not that important, okay? At this point, he is simply not. And as time goes on within the next several years, especially with George being clearly intelligent and out front and center, and the fact that there was, what is it called, the Perth Law or Perth Decree or whatever, that the next in line would be all his kids are going to be the next in line, be it female or male. At this point, Harry doesn't matter all that much. Sixth in line, you know? And it's just, his stature is going to decrease more and more and more. And everyone knows it. Oh, dear. I went to a career counselor once. I was having some trouble with, I just needed some advice on how to do some presentations. And I was having some very bizarre trouble with a guy that I was working for, although I knew him quite well. And she said, well, let's take a look at the situation. How long do you think he's going to be in that particular position for that company? And she was right. He moved on to a higher promotion within a year, and I never had to deal with him as my boss again. So this is what I'm saying. This is wisdom. This is using your brain and critical thinking. But anyway, with the children of Prince William would be given the title of okay.
The Queen hasn't done the same for Meghan's baby.
Because she's not pregnant.
And a palace
There
source
isn't a
told
baby.
Mad World News, Her Majesty
this is
was
Rebecca's.
dismayed that devotees of the royal family think Meghan's pulling a stunt with this pregnancy.
Well, she is.
The Queen is mortified.
Okay. Time to take a look at some legal action against her. And you know what? If you are being blackmailed, let it come out. Who cares? Because no one's going to believe her. Because if you lie about a pregnancy and lie about your first marriage to Joe Giuliano and lie about your abortions, lie about your prostitution past, lie. Marcus Anderson comes to mind. So if you there is so much dirt on this bitch that all it would take would be a series of articles to come out exposing this bitch for who she is. And within 6 months, the public would like almost be to the point of asking for the death penalty to come back on this bitch. Just scare her the hell right out of Great Britain, take away her visa status, and get her the fuck out. I know I'm going over the top with this shit, but that's what I'd say. You know, I'm going over the top right now because this is what I think should be done. I mean, just go full force, full tilt boogie on this bitch. Because many people have told me that she does not look black. She looks more like Jodi Arias. I get these comments so much on my channel. All right, let's keep going. Is the Queen mortified? We don't know, but let's go.
Staffers are saying it certainly will be the last straw for the new Duchess if...
Which, see, here's the point.
This is all a ruse.
if she has now become, now not only is she's an advocate for picking your nose in public or whatever, she's an advocate for wigs, she's an advocate for false eyelashes, she's an advocate for prostitution, she's an advocate for running around with your top off, she's an advocate for doing nude photos saying I'm horny, she's an advocate for I'm not going to say yacht girl anymore. I'm going to flat out say prostitution. She's an advocate for lying. She's an advocate for dogs, even though somehow they end up breaking 2 legs at a time and need to be put down or whatever. She's an advocate for marijuana, but she really doesn't smoke marijuana. But the girl's class level is so low. Now, I need you people to forgive me out there for being this way. Oh, shit. I worked extremely hard at my job before I got married to have a decent wedding, and the economy was doing much better, and there was a lot more money flowing at that time. I register at Marshall Fields for china, crystal, and silver. She gives out burlap sacks with joints. Burlap. Okay? She's low class. She's a low class prostitute.
Many think the Queen should know what's really going on, but Her Majesty tries to give as much privacy as she can to the younger adult royals. Palace gossip as Meghan is using a surrogate and taught Harry.
Now, how many months ago did I say this? Do you know how easy it is for a narcissist to tell somebody to keep something a secret? You know how many times I've seen that happen? But with serious things. And I have a very large family with a lot of roots in various places within the state. And there are a few things that were kept intentionally from me, from my brother, concerning my sister with regard to her illness, which led to her demise somehow. And boy, that was an easy ruse to keep up for those people for 10 years. Now, I do have some videos up that I have not posted yet on that. I don't want to hurt anybody I care about. People do make mistakes, but especially if there are drugs involved, but I think there's blackmail involved, which I think is the crux of this whole thing. And I think that Harry needs to get as far away from her as possible, tell the Queen what's going on, and get her the hell out. Get it over with. And I think if they are honest about her bullshit, that the public and the world support will be greater. The longer this goes on, the more it could bring down the monarchy altogether. Because Harry is the crack. He's the weak link. And it happened, didn't it? With you rubbing and hanging all over him. She's not 37.
A source told Mad
No way.
World News. Others say she had in vitro fertilization, but the changing baby bump does cause one to pause. Nope.
Cause one to pause. Cause one to... She's full of shit. She's 100% full of shit. But I think the surrogate will bear the baby at her home birth. There'll be a huge documentary on BBC One on her advocacy of home births, which is a new one for me. She's an advocate of abortion, and she's an advocate of home birth.
No one knows what to believe.
Oh, I do.
People don't like being fooled.
No.
There is no shame in infertility. If Meghan and Harry decided together to use a surrogate, then just be honest. But one thing is certain, if Meghan is caught in a ruse pregnancy, the British monarch will make sure
Okay. She already has been caught in a ruse pregnancy. This is a chick that if she would have had an ultrasound taken, she would have posted it on her Instagram. Somehow Kensington Palace would have gotten a hold of it and posted it on an Instagram account and blamed it on the Cambridges.
Meghan is gone. It would be a breach of trust with the British people. And Meghan...
Okay, it already is, though.
Would be relegated as a persona non grata, a stain...
Sure already is.
...on the 1,000-year-old monarchy. The crown has survived many things, and it will survive Meghan Markle. Queen Elizabeth is the longest living monarch in British history, and you can bet when the time is right Her Majesty will eliminate any threat that may blemish the name of the House of Windsor. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section.
Okay.
Don't you forget like, share, and subscribe latest news channel.
Now,
thank you for watching.
Since it's Friday night, if you'll excuse me, I need to take a break. I'm coming back. All right. So I did buy some Bass Ale in celebration of being the British monarchy. No, I did buy some Bass Ale. I'm having one. I'm sorry. All right, now let's read these comments, shall we? This was Rebecca's article, I'm sure. Okay. Well, it's not ridiculous. Okay. Let's go to Mad World News. I'm sure it's there. Okay, let's do this. Manmark is not pregnant. Okay. Few 19 replies. You think it's a tranny? I don't know. She's been had by too many guys, and the tranny thing might be taking it too far. Yeah, it's a tranny on both sides. I agree. I'm seriously starting to lean that IT could be a tranny, or they're faking it, or going to. I mean, look at. I don't believe it's a tranny. Did somebody just do a tranny video? I don't think they're going to steal one, but I do believe they are using a surrogate. Both sides, you think? No, I don't think. I don't. I don't believe that Meghan is a tranny. There are a couple channels out there that basically think everybody is. Okay, so let's take a look at this comment here. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't believe it, because she does look female. Although there was short period of time where I questioned it, but just for fun. But she's been had by too many men, you know. Let's go. is not pregnant. She's wearing a baby pad. I can tell, especially around her breasts. The pad reaches those areas. She is not pregnant. Everyone sees it. Also, she thinks people are stupid and treating them as such. She's has not gained weight or a certain look. A mother always has not there. Didn't gain weight. Something. Don't forget, some of these people type this quickly on their phones, maybe don't have their glasses on. So I give them, a little bit of, how can a pregnant woman continue to wear heels? She's not pregnant. Lying to people around the world can see through her lie. Terrible spelling, but I'll still give it a thumbs up. 15 replies. Let's see if Serena Williams replied. True, pregnant women do not wear 4 to 5 inch heels. They look like 6 inch to me, but falling may hurt the baby. Pregnant women usually show a bit of puffiness in their face. She doesn't look pregnant. Pregnant women don't keep touching their belly. She's not pregnant. She's a he. Did somebody just do a tranny video on her? Did Mary 40 do another one? Because Mary 40 does so many of them, you almost have, never mind. I was going to say, is Mary 40, what does she know that we don't about her? She thinks the switch up is everywhere. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but Kate is not, okay. There's been no change in her face. I agree with you. I've seen plenty of pregnant women wear heels, so whatever. The heels thing isn't it. The bump. She has padding in her breasts, padding in her ass, and padding in her stomach that comes and goes within a matter of hours. And her due date does not line up with the original one that was given to us back in October. It is impossible for a pregnant woman in her 6th month to squat down, keeping her legs together. There's no place for the baby to go. In one picture of the animal shelter, she squatted down, the stomach folded in half. How much longer are we going to have to put up with this farce? Every time she sits down, it deflates. It does. If she was a decade younger, then maybe a home birth for her first child might be okay, but not for someone at her age. You know what? That is true. That is true. Could it be there's another reason she wasn't? Because she's not pregnant. oh my God. If she was truly pregnant, she wouldn't be able to wear stilettos. We don't know that for sure. I wouldn't say the heels are a giveaway. I'd say the fact that it disappears, that her breast size goes up and down. I'm talking about inches within hours, not within days, within hours and days. Why on earth would they be so sloppy, knowing cameras are everywhere? But we're eagle-eyed. But no. I think Harry made a terrible mistake when he married her. He has been an embarrassment to the royal family since she and Harry became engaged, and things have not improved. Waiting for her to make a mistake by wearing the moon bump at her back instead of her stomach. Maybe she has, for all we know. Wardrobe malfunction can happen at any time. The thing goes away and comes back, She's not 40, but I don't think she's 41. I think she's older than 41. Because what you're doing is you're looking at a 3-year span there, babe. Or 4-year, excuse me. 4 years isn't really that big of a deal, like if you take care of yourself and stuff. Although I've heard she's a coke whore, she's a prostitute, and that she drinks a lot of vodka and takes drugs. That is going to have an effect on your age. And I think her face is very much, because I did makeup tonight, not foundation makeup, but I did a lot of eye makeup this evening. I do not do false eyelashes. And, I just did green liner, black shadow, and I do waterproof mascara with a lash curler, which almost looks like false eyelashes. And they're actually, and I have green eyes, so it pops out. And I do not have as many wrinkles in my face, neck, or forehead, like, period. I just don't. But I'm going to go ahead and assume, since she has prostituted herself and had to wear a lot of studio makeup and whatnot, that it has had an effect on her skin. Perhaps changed it, but she has deep, weird lines that do not say 47, 37. I don't even think oh my gosh, I didn't have any wrinkles at 41. Nothing really showed up until I was maybe 45. And then it was minimal-ish. But I do get Botox once a year, twice. It's impossible to get an appointment with anybody decent, because you have every hair salon in the city and whatnot, trying to, whatever. But I would say she's closer to 50. Based upon her looks. It's all fakery from her marriage, their marriage to pregnancy. Well, I think there's and I apologize for giving so much information about my personal life and stuff. But when I look at her, I just, I freak out because I think her face is much older looking than 37. Okay. She isn't pregnant. That's a pregnant pillow. That's why she'll hold her stomach all the time, because the pillow keeps falling out. I think we need to begin to look at conspiracy and fraud. And okay, right here, we know she's trash fraud, been passed around for years, probably going to adopt. She's such a fraud. How do you explain the pig seriously home birth? Oh, we've known about this for a while too. This is from Rebecca this is from Mad World News. Now I used to do this Facebook stuff. Oh yeah, of course, fact check comes up. Okay, we can't even get it. Can we? Bear with me. Okay. And I'm going to bet that is exactly what it is. This is one that's had a ton of plastics. I think Melania has too. Oh, we're not finding it here, huh? Maybe it hasn't been posted yet. Okay, so we'll perhaps go back to these. Okay. She's more concerned about keeping her trim body than carrying a child. She doesn't want to have a mommy tummy after birth. Oh, I'm sure she can work that out, though. Even had her ex sign an agreement. I don't know if I believe that, Judith, but yeah, that's all over the place, too. He would pay to have the best traditionalists and other professionals help her get her figure back. Personally, I think it's all a ruse. What is this? Okay, there we go. There is no baby. I don't think she is with child. Well, she's not. There's no possible explanation for it. Her face has gained no baby weight. Okay, and that's not even necessarily a giveaway. I'd have to. She's just not. She's just not. She will get people to feel sorry for her. Say she lost a baby. They will have a surrogate. They have a surrogate lined up, and they're picking and choosing. I believe the first one backed out, and or they had them killed off. For all I mean, can you imagine being involved with these two? The danger involved. They're too embarrassed to say that, well, they're probably going to a third world country to get it. So, but, I mean, I don't know. This is a tough one. When Kate was pregnant, there was never any question about it. Well, yeah, there was. That chick was bad news from the jump. She's a tramp anyway, regardless of what they call her. You have to act the part at some point or be disgraced. Just don't believe she can ever be the right stuff for the part. Well, I noticed in the jeans she had on the other day with this meeting that her legs were just teeny tiny in the knee area, and she had these skinny jeans on, and then she had the coat again, and then she had rips in both knees of the jeans. She had ripped jeans on, and if you really were pregnant, there would have been some sort of change within your legs in that area. And there's no way you would have been able to get those jeans pulled up because, as I said, I'm 5'7" and take either a 0 gene, a 2 gene. If they're really small, I'll take a 4, but the 4s are usually way too big. So I'd say usually about a 2 skinny gene. And no. A 0 if I've lost weight or if I get stressed out. But generally a 2, and because of my body type, I have to go with A&F jeans. They've been the best fit for me because other brands are too big and they are too loose and they fall off. So I have to go with like literally teen jeans. I'm doing a lot of leggings right now because I'm putting on several layers. But I do kind of like the high waist look with crop tops, which I worked pretty hard to pull off this year because of my injury. So I guess what I'm saying is I know that body size and type, and I'm saying there's no way if she was almost ready to give birth with this huge bump sticking out a couple days ago when they were booing her, there's absolutely no way in hell that 2 days ago she would have been able to pull off jeans like that. You just can't. You just can't. If it's really hot, like I said, I was in a motorcycle accident. I have one leg that swells up if it gets real hot out because of my injury. There was one year where I was in a really big hurry and I had a pair of A&F jeans. I actually just took a scissors and cut the bottom and rolled them up because I was just like, I was in a hurry. I was traveling somewhere. I needed to go. I needed to get them over the, you can't even, if you're even a little bit swollen, you can't get those things over your feet and ankles. That's what I'm saying. If she has like even 2 pounds of weight on her, there's no way she'd be able to get them up. No way. No. No. If the Queen is going to eliminate any threat that might blemish the House of Windsor, she better get on it. Meghan is a blemish. Worse to me is that Harry would be in on it with her. Well, I tell you, the narcissist will convince you that it's the right thing to do. And I believe Harry is emotionally damaged goods. It shows he doesn't think much of the Queen. No, I believe, well, his mother was killed. I'm going to be doing another interview with my mom. I told her to watch Suits. When we went for a tour of Clarence's house in 2007. She kept saying to me over and over and over and over. Now, this was in 2007. She said, Kyle, she said, I noticed, why were there pictures of William all over the place, but no pictures of Harry? She kept, now I'm going to give her, like I said, I don't give her, I told her, I'm going to call her out of the blue, and she's waiting. She's never been on social media. She likes it. She likes to be modern. She likes to try to be a modern woman. And what we are going to do is we are going to give her a surprise call. I know a lot of you criticize that interview with her. But, I mean, honestly, if it gives her a little chuckle, she's 86 years old. She didn't have me till she was like 29 or 30 years old. I can't remember. I mean, she was, as far as women getting pregnant, my grandmother did have her last child when she was 39. So, I mean, I don't have an issue with that. It's just I have an issue with the fact that I don't think Meghan is pregnant. Now, as I said, my mom had noticed, and she kept saying this over to me. And I said, well, I'm sure it's just nothing. I'm sure it's just nothing. But it's something she noticed that she mentioned to me like 5 times. And finally, I just said, okay, enough, Mom. You've told me that. And I just think it's just some odd spiel. It's just an odd coincidence that there weren't any pictures. I can't wait for the day to come. You warned Prince Harry, but you chose to ignore you were warned, Prince Harry. She is very old. Well, I mean, I think she's old that she got knocked up right away, like on the honeymoon. That's just the very beginning of the rabbit hole. That's so true. Good for the Queen. Meghan has to stop pushing her way in. She already has pushed her way in, though. She wanted to be in with the royals. Now do what the royals want you to do, just like Kate does. If you want to respect it, no. Teresa, let me tell you something, honey. I believe that there is blackmail going on. Maybe they have a surrogate and hiding the fact. No shit, Athena. Brenda. 3 cheers, my love. It's about time your eyes have been opened about Sparkle. Thank you, Brenda. Robert F. A surrogate makes sense. The cradling act is ridiculous. Yep, she's an actress. Maybe it's Harry and Meghan's baby, but she's not carrying it. Nah, I doubt it. Well, that's possible. I truly agree she's not pregnant. They would have gained more ground and popularity had they admitted a surrogate or adopted a child. Let's face it, if their child is so low on the totem pole, there is no way he or she would become king or queen at this point anyway. Agreed. Meghan is definitely not pregnant. She's trying to fool the Queen. Markle's not pregnant. She's 37. She's old. She can't get pregnant. Well, she can't get pregnant because of her abortion. Well, because of what she did to her body. That's why a lot of you women do a lot of abortions, birth controls, and things like that, and then they decide they want to get pregnant and they can't. I'll leave it there. She is used material, more than used. She's a prostitute. She tricked Harry, poor Harry. Harry's such a gentleman. Not really. No. Because I believe otherwise about Harry. I believe that he has some emotional problems. Otherwise, he would not be pulling this shit. And he would have stood up to her. She has a multiple belly size and refused to learn how to use. She's cradling to keep it from falling off. Nothing normal about this. Pure Megho. I think she's conniving piece of you know what. Not a very good actor. No list. She has a mustache. A lot of women do. She'll suddenly have a baby, but it won't be hers. Yeah, that's all true. It's a pillow, or is it a balloon I sent her? Oh, man. This dude's fun. I don't trust Megan. Well, who would? See, I think Megan's a sociopath, and poor Harry's emotionally damaged. She better be careful. They should Diana-side her. But that might throw Harry... Well, who knows what's going to happen. They need to just get rid of them, right? They were pregnant bellies all the time, bigger ones. They wanted more eyes on them. This woman carries herself like an older woman. She's street smart and strong like an older woman. Honey, I was street smart when I was 12, okay? Eventually, I mean, that's when the cord was cut. 3 days alone by myself. And no, I never got into trouble and I never got arrested. I mean, I got into trouble for like weird shit, like smoking cigarettes, you know. But I didn't have the DWIs or the marijuana or, you know, I mean, they found, you know, whatever. It was found within my personal belongings, but I just, you know, eventually the truth always comes out. That's true. Once an actress, always an actress. Trauma from the beginning to end. So much easier to tell the truth. Markle will be a loser. Can't pull anything over the queen. Well, she already has, though. I think everyone is involved if she's not pregnant. Okay. Home birth, no witnesses. Trannies can't get pregnant. A surrogate carrying the baby, or, well, yeah, the queen is in on it. I hope not. She's been a gold digger for 20 years. I hope they throw her out of England for what she is, a gold digger. How Harry ever fell for me, I think there's blackmail going on. She used her ex-husband till he did all he could to do for her failing actress career, then divorced him. Harry, especially the queen, should see this. Okay, she doesn't really love him. No, I don't believe that she does really love him. She won't admit to having a surrogate because she wants attention. Look at me, I'm pregnant. I'm having a home birth in a pool. You gonna film it, hon? I mean, Megan, I totally agree. That's what she said. Okay, she's a tranny dude. Harry is a real villain. Well, I'm gonna have to say, he screwed up. Dumb actress is doing just what her boss is paying her to do. She plays roles. I don't know, but she... all right. She doesn't look pregnant to me. Busted. Oh, baby. We will... Okay. What do you expect when Prince Beta beds and disgraces in line with his leftist shaboon? Oh, my God. It's a tranny. Is she or not? Not that we really care. Yeah, we do care. We care because... Okay, I'll tell you why we care. Because... there have been way too many hoaxes going on for the last, 2 decades, i.e. war hoaxes. You know, and I'm going to go ahead and say, study at length Syria. I'm done. Study at length the fact that we have been at war since 2003. And then look at the money being made and the people being paid. Now we're supposed to believe stuff like this. That's all I'm saying. They must be using a fierce surrogate. Yeah, they are. I don't believe people turn into reptiles. She has a baby bump, farts, baby buns. not pregnant. Any pregnant woman would be fearful of a home birth. No, well, I mean, I don't think the Queen would allow it. Transgenders don't get pregnant. With so much deception, who can believe anything? Harry's the chump. Yeah, Judy, I got you, babe. I think there's blackmail going on, and I don't think the Queen knows about it. She's still holding it and flapping her coat to make sure the cameras get it. Yeah, why doesn't she ever close that damn coat? But I'm telling you, on the skinny jeans, no way. Well, Harry did marry an actress. What did the world expect? Harry is the product of Diana's affair. See, my mom thinks that, yeah. But should we ask her on another interview? I mean, if you don't like my mom interviews, that's fine. She enjoys doing it. She feels like she's like in social media, you know. And by the way, that was like a 2-second. She said, "Well, I wasn't prepared, Colleen." I'm like, it's Mom, it doesn't care. You know, who cares, right? Men cannot have babies. She's not pregnant. Who cares? Nothing is real. And they are not really helping the world. That's not news. Well, they think they are, though. Jimmy Jazz 415. I'm flabbergasted and sad. She's copying her friend Clooney. Sacrifice the baby. If it's a lie, her husband is in on it. Yeah. Who cares? You do, or you wouldn't make a comment. Do you care? I care because I don't like people telling me a lie, and I don't like some chick running around saying shit. I don't like having a cardboard cutout figure in front of the toilet when I go grocery shopping of this bitch telling me that she's a fairy tale princess when she's not. She's a prostitute. They wouldn't risk having a dark baby as it has to be light skinned. Well, who knows what the baby's going to turn out? Ghetto gas, yeah. Well, I think she's white trash. I don't think she's ghetto. No, I think she's more on the white trash side, more on the side of this. I mean, this is her daddy. Okay? This is what you're getting. This is what you're getting. I'm going to end the video because it's probably gone on for a really long time. I'm probably disturbing the lady next down below. Plus, now I won't be able to sleep. But, you know, he's got his little valve kit and stuff right here, right? That's what you're getting. Okay? Right here.